So basically, with this anime Rent a Girlfriend episode 6, I thought this was a really beautiful episode. I really thought it really was, and it really just shows the character that Mizra really actually is and stuff like that, and stuff like that, and basically just going to a place where you have like some appetizer foods and some beer and stuff like that, and stuff, because usually college students usually just do that, basically like when they're in college with that. I think I remember my first time when I got drunk with it because I mean it was at a different place. Let me just say that. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm not gonna say too much about that, but I know how it feels. Just have a good time, not to worry anything like that. Just and basically just stuff. Even though I had my sister was just basically just help me out, just looking after me, make sure I'm okay. Because if you guys want to know how many beer I drank, I will say it was somewhere about. I think it was somewhere around 11 or 12. Something like that. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. That's how much I was drunk. I was very, very drunk. My uncle was looking after me, make sure I was okay. I think he was like telling my mom, my dad, like how am I doing? So with that, basically, I'm just behaving myself and stuff like that. And when the club started to close down, then we got out and stuff like that. My uncle carried me to the vehicle because I was asleep because that's how it really was and stuff. Then we went to another place and then went, because my sister, she said, so we got to get James, something to eat. So that's basically what they did to me. They gave me something to eat, even though there was another beer on the table and I wanted it, and my sister said no. My sister said no, and she says I'm making sure that you are okay, but you don't need to be doing all this drinking. So I mean, I've been drinking for quite some time. Not really all often or anything like that. But even though I can't drink anymore because I have acid reflux, because it gives me acid reflux and stuff like that. Hey, I'm 41 years old. Hey, I'm 41 years old. I mean, I don't want to drink. I promise to my family and people that are working with me because I don't want to get myself in trouble or anything like that. But I mean, I definitely do understand. It's just the first time of it first. You just enjoying yourself, just having a good time and stuff like that, and just and stuff. I do understand, basically in this anime, that's just basically, college students. Even though I'm not a college student, even though I'm not, but even though basically with them, they're just having their first time experience, just basically just going out, just being drunk and stuff like that, and stuff. I have heard this on the news about other just stuff, basically based in college. So sometimes college people take things way too personal and stuff like that. And what I mean by it is that when they go to a party, they just love to have fun or whatever that they do and stuff like that and stuff like that. And when you hear somebody hears about somebody, something happened to them or anything like that, and basically what happened is basically the person ends up being not being killed, but the person ends up dying because alcohol poisoning. And I have heard about this on quite some news sometime, and I've heard the people around the government because they want to do something about that because I've heard like several people from the news, from what I've heard, that several other people were going to jail because one of their friends passed away because of drinking and stuff like that, and all that other stuff. And I'm really glad that the government is doing something about that, because the reason I'm saying it is because of several other families that lost may a love of their daughter or maybe their son and stuff like that. And and so if I were to have any kids or anything like that, I'm just being hyper. I'm being I'm being gent not gent. Let me just say this, okay? Let me just say this, okay? If I have a son or a daughter, I would basically just tell them. I'll just basically just tell them, stay out of trouble, don't do anything stupid or anything like that, and don't go crazy or anything like that. That's basically I would just basically just tell them, just tell them. Even though I'm just using it as a reference, if I were to have a daughter or a son, that's just basically what I'm just saying and stuff like that. And because I know there's some families out there would not let their kids go out because of partying and stuff like that, because it's basically against the beliefs and stuff like that, even though it's against my beliefs and stuff like that. But even though I'm just saying, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to see like anyone's families out there dead, because because what these college campuses are doing and stuff like that. And this is the reason why I'm bringing it up. But I'm just using as a reference. That's what I'm just doing. I'm just using it as a reference because, like I said, if I were to have a daughter or son, I would just basically just tell them, just be respectful, don't do anything stupid, just mind your manners, all that other stuff. It's just, and I can definitely do understand, like, from a parent or for a mother to be worried about their kids and stuff like that. But even though I definitely think this was a really good episode, but I definitely it really was. But I just want to just use that those references because this is basically. Give me a second. This is basically from what I think. That's just my opinion. I'm just going by because when certain practices, especially bitches happen back, her on the news and stuff like that, and stuff like that, and it just seems to me it just goes crazy because it really does, because people just generally do not care or anything like that and then that's the reason why I'm saying it, because I think the government should crack down on these colleges and do something about this because what's happening, what they're seeing on the news and stuff like that, and that's why the government is trying to do something for that. It's not just because that the colleges are in trouble or anything about the government. It's just that the government is basically slapped them on the wrist and saying we're not going to allow this ever happen ever again. That's just basically what it feels to me. Now, there's one thing I definitely do like about this episode, especially Mizura. Mizura, she seems to be upset, but she doesn't look like she's really all that upset, and she really is not, because you could just tell, like, Mizura is like, don't say who I am or anything like that. One thing I did not like about this episode, what really kind of bothered me, but it really does. But even though this is just my opinion, I don't know why is Mizura or Chizura, whatever her name is, excuse me, excuse me. The one thing that really bothers me about this episode is especially Chizura, where one of her friends took her glasses off, and then she's like holding her hands up to her face like that, and she wouldn't look at anybody because some people may notice her saying, like, oh yeah, you're Kizuna's girlfriend, and stuff like that. And you could just tell Kizura is just basically like, he was getting worried. He was getting worried that she was gonna do something, or do something. I'm not saying like she's gonna get herself in trouble or anything like that, but I just don't like the fact. I just don't like the fact that she's hiding her face or something like that. That's just something. Just something I just don't like. Now, there's another thing I do have a problem with this episode. It's basically have to do with Kizuna's friends, because I mean Kizuna's friends are just, I don't know. They're basically, I think they're just jealous or something like that, or something I really do not know or anything. Because I mean, from what I'm assuming is basically is that I think they're just upset because because Kizuna has a girlfriend, which is Rukia. Even though to me, best girl in the series. That's my opinion, and that's just basically what I definitely do think. And I really do not like really much what they really have to say with that. But even though they're just upset because they have a relationship and they don't, and that, I mean, that's what basically just seemed to me. I just think it's just child's play or something like that. Just like getting upset because that's just basically what I definitely do think. But even though I'm just saying, but even though this anime is definitely pretty good, it's a pretty good episode, but it just has a few little flaws. I just really do not basically really understand. Now, here's one thing I really am very, very happy about. It's like, seeing Mizura, seeing Chizuru on her selfish side. She's basically helping Chizuru really at helping him out, even though he was having a hangover and stuff like that. You can just tell he was sick and stuff like that, and stuff like that. I definitely understand. I definitely do understand that. I came very close. Almost had a hangover myself. I came very close. But even though I was in bed, I was just sleeping and stuff like that, because when I woke up, I was hungry. I was wanting to eat some breakfast because my mom woke me up. So, like, son, you want some breakfast? You want some breakfast? I said, yeah, I'm coming. And basically, I was a little bit wobbly, just a little bit. But even though I'm just basically just telling you guys, it's just past experience, and that's just all. That's just all I'm just saying. But because I just like with Cheetah, she just basically she's just rubbing him on his back, make sure he's okay and stuff like that. And and stuff. I mean, she's not embarrassed or anything like that. It seems to me that she's getting more used to Kizura, because I think this is a very good sign. I think this is a very good sign. I definitely do think them two are probably going to be dating sometime here in the future and stuff like that. Because I mean, I think they did dating like a couple of times, if because with the rent girlfriend and stuff like that. But still, one thing I just really, and I want people just to understand this. I don't want people just to give me any hate for this because one thing I understand that she's wants to be an actress. Okay, I understand that she wants to be an actress. She wants to do what she wants to do, what she really wants to do. Okay, and I respect that. I respect that. But I'd rather just see her just being basically just a regular girlfriend. I mean, maybe she doesn't want to do that or anything like that anymore or something like that because maybe she doesn't or anything. That's just basically what it seems. That's just basically what it seems to be. But I definitely do understand. Like I said, I definitely do understand is that she's basically she just wants to be an actor, and I respect that. I respect that. I respect it. But I really do like the kind of person well, she's not really as she is. It's just basically she just basically she just doesn't want to do like we're not girlfriend anymore. I think that suits her better, but I definitely do. But I definitely do respect the fact that she wants to try something new. And so I mean that's from what my understanding is. But even though just to an act is not as easy as some people might think it is and stuff like that, it's just not. So yeah, it was it's an okay episode, not the best, but it was definitely a good episode. But yeah, it was just, I'll see you guys there. Take care. I hope you guys have a today. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell also to just let you guys watching my videos. And please leave me comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just love you. I love you guys. Please be safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.